Welcome to PNN, the Positive News Network. My name is Thomas, and today we're exposing the single greatest risk to your retirement. I am talking about a mathematical lie that costs early retirees six figures and destroys their financial confidence. This is the Trinity Tax Trap, a dangerous combination of market volatility, withdrawal rates, and taxes that proves the classic 4% rule is a statistical fallacy for anyone who wants to retire before age 65. If you think your investment strategy is safe, you need to watch this very closely. The real danger is something called sequence of returns risk, and it can empty your portfolio in the first decade of retirement, even if your average return looks fantastic on paper. This lesson could literally save your financial life. Vujasa, weather any March storm. Remembertis if you do not get the resultik. It shows there is something lacking in your thought life. So let's break down this sequence of returns risk. Imagine two retirement scenarios. In both, you average a 10% annual return over 20 years. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. In scenario A, the market crash few years. In scenario B, market comes later. The average return is identical, but the outcome is catastrophically different. Why? Because if you're withdrawing cash from your portfolio while the market is crashing, you are selling your assets at their lowest point. You're selling low, locking in your losses, and drastically reducing the number of shares you have left. This means you have far less capital to benefit from the eventual market recovery. This is the heart of the Trinity Tax Trap. It's a painful reality. And it proves that the reason you fail to gain the desired result is because you have not persisted long enough in holding to the truth. Now, let's look at the trap itself. The trinity of volatility, withdrawals, and taxes. Most retirement calculators you find online are dangerously simple. They use smooth, average returns and completely ignore the nonlinear damage caused by market downturns. They don't account for the brutal one-two punch of a bear market. Here's where it gets worse. Every time you withdraw money from a traditional tax-deferred account like a 401k or IRA, you trigger a taxable event. This means you're not just selling your beaten-down assets to cover your living expenses. You also have to sell even more shares just to pay the government its cut. This tax drag accelerates the death spiral of your portfolio. The math is clear. Withdrawing from your traditional taxable accounts first during a bear market is often a catastrophic decision. So, how do you escape this trap? How do you secure your retirement? You must control the one thing you can, the order of liquidation. The key to defeating the Trinity Tax Trap is to be strategic about where you pull your money from. The most powerful tools for this are the ROTH Conversion Ladder and building a dedicated tax-free savings bucket. The strategy is simple but profound. You use your tax-free money, like funds from a Roth IRA, to live on during the down years. This allows you to avoid liquidating your other assets when their value is depressed. You leave your taxable growth assets untouched, letting them stay in the market and poised for a powerful recovery. You need to start building this tax bucket system now. Prioritize your tax-free Roth assets for withdrawals during market downturns. Remember, the only remedy is to give attention to the eternal truths of life. And in finance, controlling your tax situation is an eternal truth. This is Thomas with PNN, the Positive News Network, reporting that your financial future is not a game of chance, but a matter of strategic planning. Never forget that the market responds to your command, because it is always your thought that counts. Click the link in the description to grab your $25 and up to $300 in bonus starter funds and begin building your tax-free defense today. Thanks for watching.